Hi, contemporary martial artists. Welcome to your lesson number 14. Now, today's lesson builds very closely to lesson number 13. So if you haven't done 13 yet, go back and review that one first. That'll be very important. Today begins just like we did in 13. Bounce and set, bounce and switch. 1, 2, 3, followed by bounce and pivot right, bounce and pivot left. Then you're going to practice your quarter turns, both right and left, and then of course practice that walk off. Here's where it gets a little bit different. You're going to push, step backwards, and then you're going to quarter turn right. Lesson 13, what you did was a simple pivot to your right. I want you to work that more advanced footwork there of a quarter turn. Then part 2 here is push and step back, then quarter turn to your left. Again, the only difference here is in lesson 13, it was a pivot to your left. Then we're going to get into hand combinations once you've done this. Hand combinations are going to work your upper elbows. 13 was across elbows. 14, we're going to work upper elbows. So it's going to be a jab, step and slide forward, followed by a right upper elbow. Once you do that at least 10 times, maybe 20. Once you're done with that, it's going to start off the same way for part 2. You're going to jab, step and slide forward, right upper elbow. Then you're going to step and slide back and add a jab for part 2 of this one. Again, about 10 to 20 times. Once you're done with this pair, then you're going to move into this combination working your left upper elbow. It's going to start with that jab, step and slide forward, left upper elbow, 10 to 20 times. Once you're done with that, then you're going to add to that a step back and cross. So it'll be a jab, step and slide forward, left upper elbow, step back and cross. I'll show you what all of that looks like here in a minute. Once you're done with that, shadow boxing, 3 2-minute rounds with a 1 minute rest. Let's see what these combinations look like. Okay, we start with that footwork. We bounce and switch. Right here, either even bounce on both feet or a nice little rock step forward and back. And then there's your switch one time. Switch one time. Switch one time. Switch one time. After you've done that maybe 10 or 20 times, then you're going to do it 2 times. 1, 2. 1, 2. Same idea, 10 to 20 times. Switch once again. Put your other lead in front. Switch 2 times. 1, 2. Nice and smooth. Get comfortable with this. Then from here, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like this. Work that bounce step. About 20 switches for each one. Then when you're done, then you're going to be a bounce and pivot right. So bounce, pivot right. Bounce, pivot right. Bounce, pivot right. Bounce, pivot right. You know this. You did this last class. Once you've done that, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times around, bounce, pivot left. Bounce, pivot left. Bounce, pivot left. Bounce, pivot left. Get comfortable with this, please. You cannot do footwork too much. I want you to do 4 times 5 rounds, will give you 20 on those. Do that at least that many times. If you'd like, you can also do it 4 times. Just do it for about 1 minute, 2 minutes, each one of those. Now what we're going to do from here is our quarter turns. Remember, if I'm going to turn to my right, left foot moves first, add a little diagonal out. Little diagonal out, pivot. Little diagonal out, pivot. Little diagonal out, pivot, diagonal, pivot. Just like that. 5 times around like that. Then we're going to do our turn to the left. This one, I'm going to take this big sweeping step, then I'm going to slide a little bit like this. Sweep, step, slide. Sweep, step, slide. Sweep, step, slide. 5 times around with that one will give you 20 repetitions. Then that walk off, remember, from that fighting stance, going to pick up that front foot. It's going to point in the direction you're going to want to go. And as you pick it up, weight's going to be on your back leg. Set it down. Weight's going to transfer to that front leg so you can step, step, pivot. That's your walk off. Once again, pick it up, point in the direction you want to go. Step, step, pivot. A little bit more real speed. 'Speed. 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 ' Okay, push, step back, quarter turn right. So right here from our bounce. Push, step back, quarter turn right. Bounce, push, step back, quarter turn. Bounce, push, step back, quarter turn. Bounce, push, step back, quarter turn. I'll show you that once again. So I'm just bouncing, nice and easy, nice and loose in my fighting stance. Push, step back, quarter turn. 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 Same idea. Get good at that. About 20 repetitions. Now we're going to go the other direction. So I'm bouncing, push, step back. Now I'm going to quarter turn to my right. Once again, bounce, step back, quarter turn to my right. Bounce, step back, quarter turn to my right. Bounce, push, step back, quarter turn to my right. About 20 times. You want to get fluid at both of these directions. Once you're done with that, we're going to work in the upper elbow. We're going to start with the right upper elbow. From that fighting stance, that elbow is going to come straight up like this. Target would be the chin of your opponent. Right here like that. So the combination is going to be that jab, step and slide forward, right upper elbow, step and slide back. A couple more times. Jab, step and slide forward, right upper elbow, step and slide back. Last time, jab, right upper elbow, step and slide back. We're going to add a jab on this one after we step and slide back. So jab, step and slide forward, right upper elbow, step and slide back with that jab. Here we go. Jab, step and slide forward, right upper elbow, step and slide back. Once again, a little slower. Jab, step and slide forward, right upper elbow, step and slide back with the jab. Do each one of those combinations at least 10 times, hopefully working up to 20. Now we're going to work the left upper elbow. So this one comes straight up, just like this. Same idea. Contact point on your opponent would be their chin. What you're doing with each one of these, like you're going to scratch yourself in your back. That elbow comes up as you bring your hand towards your mid-back. So this combination looks like this. I'm going to jab, step and slide forward, left upper elbow, step back, and cross. Jab, step and slide, left upper elbow, step back, cross. Last one, jab, step and slide forward, left upper elbow, step back, throw that cross. Don't forget your heel sways. That's how you get power in your punches. Once you've done each one of those combinations 10 to 20 times, of course, shadow boxing, 3 2-minute rounds. Let's get after it. Okay, students, today what I want to talk to you about is determination. Determination is that mindset where you will not give up no matter what. Once you have a goal and you know that what you want to achieve, sometimes things will come up that are difficult. Sometimes obstacles will cause you to get discouraged. But if you have a mindset of determination, you realize that no matter what, you can solve your problem, you can figure it out, and you can keep going. You also realize that once things get difficult, that doesn't mean it's time to quit or to give up. It just means it's time to reach a little deeper, find that strength inside of yourself, and keep going. Please be determined for your goals and do not give up. And until next time, saltwater cup.